Hello, this is Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger with another California report. Now this week I want to update you on a tragedy in San Bruno. See, last week after I came back from Asia, I visited the explosion site. I got a detailed briefing and I spoke with members of the community. They, along with all Californians, have many questions. Of course, the biggest question is, how can something like this happen? How can something like this even happen? And are there any other homes that are in danger right now? Now, these are questions that federal, state, and local agencies, as well as PG&E, are actively investigating. I'm pleased that earlier this week we began to get some answers because, like I said, transparency here is the most important thing. The people have a right to know, especially those that are living there, have a right to know if they're sitting on some vulnerable area or something like that. And PG&E publicly released a list of its 100 most vulnerable pipelines. That, I think, is very important. It released a map of its pipelines, and it created a hotline that people can call and find out if they live near a pipeline. That hotline number is, by the way, 888-743-7431. These are some of the immediate actions that have been taken. Yet we also have a responsibility to take a step back and conduct a comprehensive review of this entire thing that happened there, this explosion. Pinpoint exactly what went wrong and what could we do differently the next time. A few days ago, we established an independent panel of experts to do exactly that, to study this. Now, I want to tell you right off the top, I always am suspicious of panels, of blue ribbon commissions, and all of those kind of things. Because I always feel like, they just want to drag it out, and they don't want to come up with answers now, and they really don't want us to know, and all those things. But in this case, we really have to have a panel, because I cannot just rely on PG&E or on a PUC and any of those entities. I want to really have experts drill in there and really examine and recommend systemic reforms to improve the oversight and the safety of our gas pipelines. I promised we will leave no stone unturned. Get all of the answers and do everything that we can to prevent a tragedy like this from ever happening again. Let's not forget, the real problem here is not just, the gas pipeline, or that maybe we didn't know something, but it's the aging infrastructure. That's what drives me crazy here, because it's another sign of our aging infrastructure and that we are not doing the upkeep that we need to do. Some pipelines in California are more than 50 years old. Sewage lines are 100 years old. This is ridiculous. They were built for a population maybe quarter the size that we are now. Across the nation, by the way, that is the big problem. More than 60% of the gas pipelines are 40 years old or even older. Some people say investing in infrastructure is just too expensive, you can't afford it. Well, let me tell you something. Whether it is gas lines bursting, or bridges collapsing, or water pipes breaking, or levees crumbling, we see it over and over that the cost of inaction in lives and in dollars is far greater than the cost of action. California has approved $60 billion of infrastructure over the last 7 years. We have done the best job of any state. So this is terrific, but much more needs to be done. Much more. And that is why I continue pushing the locals, the state, and the federal government to step it up and to pay more attention to infrastructure by contributing their fair share and to just get it done. For the health of our economy, for the safety of our citizens, and for the sake of our future, we must do more. And I'm talking about much more. So thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.